Hey, what is up everybody? It's Animac here for AnimeUproar, and today I will be talking about the single biggest unsolved mystery in the Demon Slayer story. This is a secret that is directly related to the birth of the demons, including Muzan himself. And if there is a Demon Slayer sequel sometime in the future, this secret will definitely be a critically important part of the new story. In fact, this unsolved mystery was directly referenced in the final chapter of the Demon Slayer manga, which was not a coincidence in my opinion, so let's get into it. If you enjoyed the Demon Slayer content here on the channel and you want us to keep it going, please leave a like and comment. It only takes a second, but it helps a lot. And I'm not just saying that, it's how the YouTube algorithm works. If you like and comment, you are supporting this video. And of course, if you are new to the channel, or maybe you watch our videos but you haven't subscribed yet, make this the video that you subscribe and hit that notification bell to turn on all notifications. If you are looking for more Demon Slayer content, don't forget to check out our large and growing Demon Slayer playlist. I will link the playlist down in the description and in the pinned comment. Finally, this video will contain Demon Slayer manga spoilers, so please proceed with caution. You have been warned. Okay, so throughout the course of the Demon Slayer story, there were a lot of important secrets and mysteries, but most of them have been resolved. The mystery of the Dance of the Fire God and its connection to the Breath of the Sun. The connection between Yoriichi and Kokushibo. The question of whether a demon could ever overcome the sun. The question of whether a human who became a demon could ever go back to being human. All of these important mysteries have been resolved by the time that the original manga came to an end. But the one big mystery that has never been fully resolved is the mystery of the blue spider lily and the creation of the demon race. The blue spider lily is the reason why Muzan became a demon in the first place, and as such, it is the key ingredient to creating the entire demon race. The blue spider lily also appears in the very last chapter of the Demon Slayer manga. So, if there is any form of sequel to the story, which is highly likely in my opinion because Demon Slayer has been insanely profitable, the blue spider lily will play an important role in that sequel. So, what do we really know about this mysterious and extremely important plant? Muzan, the first known demon and the daddy of all the other demons, was born over 1,000 years ago as a very sickly child. He was diagnosed with a terminal disease that was expected to kill him before he reached the age of 20. Since Muzan was part of a wealthy family, they brought in doctors from across Japan in an attempt to treat Muzan's illness. One doctor in particular gave Muzan a highly experimental and untested medicine whose main ingredient was the mythical flower known as the blue spider lily. Initially, the medicine didn't seem to have any effect, and this enraged Muzan. He became so angry that he ended up killing the doctor who gave him the medicine. However, after he had already killed the doctor, Muzan realized that the medicine was having an effect, it had just been delayed. The medicine gave Muzan an incredibly strong body, and it made him virtually immortal. He no longer had to worry about dying before reaching the age of 20, in fact, he would live for over 1,000 years. But because this medicine was so experimental and because it wasn't finished, there were serious side effects. First, Muzan would have to kill and eat other humans to survive. Second, Muzan could never go out in the sun. Now that the medicine had turned Muzan into a demon, direct contact with the sun would kill him. Muzan wasn't exactly a compassionate guy to begin with. After all, he literally killed the doctor who was trying to save his life because he got mad. So, for Muzan, the idea of devouring humans to survive wasn't a major issue. But the idea of having to hide from the sun for all of eternity was a big problem, and Muzan spent the rest of his life trying to figure out a way to conquer the sun and become the perfect being. Muzan came to regret killing the doctor who gave him the medicine because if the doctor had lived, he may have been able to improve the medicine and make it possible for Muzan to go out in the sun. But since the doctor was already dead, he would never be able to complete this experimental medicine. And this meant that Muzan would have to find a way to conquer the sun on his own. Muzan firmly believed that finding this mythical blue spider lily would be crucial for his plan to conquer the sun, which would in turn allow him to become the perfect being, and so he spent centuries searching throughout Japan for this special flower. Unfortunately for him, he was never able to find it. He subsequently created many other demons in the hopes that one of them would be able to help him find a way to conquer the sun. And he eventually switched the focus of his search from the blue spider lily to Nezuko Kamado, because Nezuko had somehow succeeded in conquering the sun despite being a demon. So at this point, we might be thinking that the blue spider lily is extinct or that it is no longer relevant to the story. But then, in chapter 205 of the Demon Slayer manga, the final chapter of the entire series, Aoba Hashibira, the modern-day descendant of Inosuke Hashibira, discovers several samples of the blue spider lily. Aoba is the great-grandson of Inosuke and a famous botanist who figured out that the blue spider lily only blooms during the day for 2 or 3 days of the year. This incredibly specific and short blooming period is likely part of the reason why the blue spider lily is so hard to find. However, due to some unspecified mistake by Aoba, all the blue spider lilies that he had discovered withered away. This implies that these particular flowers are no longer a threat in terms of turning someone into a demon. But the fact that these blue spider lilies were discovered in the first place means that the demon threat may not be over. After all, if Aoba could discover multiple blue spider lilies in modern times, then clearly these mythical flowers are still around. They didn't just go extinct 1,000 years ago or something like that, and if they are still around, then there is always the possibility that someone else will use them to become a demon, either by accident or because they somehow learned the truth about the blue spider lily's mysterious properties. Now, if the mangaka of Demon Slayer wanted us to think that the demons were already gone forever, she probably wouldn't have included the blue spider lily in the final chapter. After all, since Muzan spent over 1,000 years looking for this mythical plant and could never find it, it would have been very easy for us to believe that the flower just went extinct at some point and so it could never be used to create a demon again. But the mangaka specifically chose to include the blue spider lily in the final chapter and to make it known to us that it still exists out there somewhere, even in the modern world. This opens the door for a possible new demon threat emerging sometime in the future. It is a remote possibility to be sure, but it's still a possibility. As long as the blue spider lily is still out there somewhere, more demons could appear, and that means that new Demon Slayer content could also appear. And who knows, maybe new demons did appear in the past already, but they've just remained hidden, or maybe they are located in other countries. I've always wondered what was going on outside of Japan in the Demon Slayer world. Muzan was obviously Japanese, but it's certainly possible that over the past 1,000 years, some of the demons from Japan moved to other countries. And in fact, it's possible that someone outside of Japan also found out about the blue spider lily, so there could be other Muzans out there in the world. The blue spider lily is a mythical flower, but it is based on the real flower known as the red spider lily. In Japanese folklore, the red spider lily is associated with death and reincarnation, so it's interesting that the blue spider lily is associated with the opposite, immortality and eternal life, but at a cost. Now, in the real world, the red spider lily can be found in other countries, not just in Japan. So it's possible that the same is true about the blue spider lily in the world of Demon Slayer. The blue spider lily is obviously much more rare than its red counterpart, but when we're talking about a time span of thousands of years, there is certainly a possibility that someone somewhere else in the world also found this flower and used it for a purpose similar to Muzan's. At the end of the day, this series is called Demon Slayer, so if there are no demons to slay, there is no story. Since Muzan is now dead, If there is a sequel or any form of continuation to this series, and judging by how insanely profitable the series has been, a continuation is very likely in my opinion, then we can be certain that the Blue Spider Lily is going to play an important role in the new story. And personally, I can't wait to find out more about this incredibly mysterious and interesting flower. Let me know what you guys think. What is the secret of the Blue Spider Lily, and how is it able to transform humans into demons? Do you think that there are other Blue Spider Lilies out there somewhere, maybe even in other countries? Finally, if there is a continuation to the Demon Slayer story, who do you think will be the villain? Will it be some kind of prequel with Muzan as the villain once again? Will it be a sequel that features some other demons who were turned by Muzan at some point in the past? Or will it be an entirely different demon, maybe even someone from another country who became a demon independently of Muzan by using the Blue Spider Lily? Definitely share your thoughts down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more Demon Slayer content right here on the channel, don't forget to leave a like to let me know. And if you're new to the channel, or maybe you watch our videos but you still haven't subscribed, make this the video that you subscribe and hit that notification bell to turn on all notifications. If you want to make sure that you won't miss our videos in the future, you have to go through the trouble of subscribing, hitting that bell, and then selecting the option that says all. I know it's annoying, but that is the only way to stay up to date on our videos. It's just how YouTube works. You can also hit me up on Twitter and Instagram at AnimeUproar. A big thank you to all of our AnimeUproar patrons for making videos like this one possible. Special thank you to Alpha Sigma, disciple of Lord Twigo himself. And I can't forget all of our The One tier patrons, the ones who rise above all other clans, including Ingrata, The World, A Quiet Respect, Pate Heffa, Liam Thompson, Aljatal, Dr. Courtman, Johnny Boy Draws, Emperor Otaku, Spidey Life Tanel, Baked Buddhist, and Tungsten Tarkus. Finally, thank you also to our Pro Hero tier patrons, including the one and only Gilgamesh, Steelers, Angel Cruz, Anatoly Kazatsky, Joe Stanton, Very Gucci, Jessica Calafond, Rathuin Deora, Alicia Octor, Bonnie Parks, Hinokami and Water, The Red-Haired Raven, Joanne Garcia, Jack Watches Anime, Fatboy Games, Ted No Ted, Deadly Saint, Matthew Cruz, and Anthony Schreiber. If you enjoy our videos and you feel that they provide value for you, consider supporting us on Patreon. Even a single dollar will give you access to our patron exclusive Discord, and your name will appear in our videos along with these amazing people. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys.